Alright guys, we're back with another episode of the FC Imports Porsche project. This is episode 4 of season 2. And this is a big episode. Why? Because the car is now painted. Remember when I talked to you guys before about I was going to get the car painted? You guys seen all the body work and stuff I've been doing? First of all, I never revealed to you guys what color I was actually going to paint the car. What I turn out with. And also I talked about I was gonna get the car painted professionally by someone and get it done and all that. And then I thought, wait a second, this is FC Imports, stands for Fun Cheap Imports. These projects are cheap, affordable, something for the everyday man. I said I'm gonna paint it myself. So I want you to take a look at this video, see how everything turns out. I'm surprised by the results. I'll let you be the judge and let you decide if you want to follow the same course. Let's get going. What have I done? Oh my God. Oh man. This is tough to swallow. I like it though. Took me a little bit more time, and as I look at it more and more, I like it more and more. There's some things in the body that did show up just a little bit, but we're gonna get to the overall price of everything. It is very different. It's a very, very different looking 944. Oh my God. So here she is in the garage. Very, very, very green. I'm going to tell you at first, when I saw the car in this color, when they pulled it up, I was in a state of shock. The guys saw my eyes, saw my loss of speech, and they started saying and trying to make me feel better about the color and how much they thought it was great. And at first I was like, oh my God, what did I just do? What did I do to my car? Because remember, I loved white. I loved the purest white kind of thing, but I wanted something different. I wanted something that would stand out. I wasn't going to do red. There's too many red 944s. Black is a great color. I like to see the hips a little bit more. Sometimes I feel like the black hides it a little bit more. White was a great color, so I was torn between that. There were plenty of other great colors guys have done, but I wanted something different. I looked up green 944s, like lime green, bright green. I didn't find a lot, so I thought this is a perfect opportunity. And so here's the car, and I'm going to take you through a quick walk around of the car, and then from there, I'll just tell you a little bit more about what I actually did. And so, as you can see previously, the car was not painted by me. It was painted by Mako, which has a lot of times a very bad reputation. People say that, you know, they don't do a great job. The car doesn't turn out as expected. And, you know, I said to myself, though, hey, listen, let's give them a shot. Let's see what they can do. Obviously, they're probably going to do a better job than I can do myself or have a friend do. So if we can get it to a good price, reasonable, a fun, cheap import price, then we'll do it. So here's this paint. What did it include? It includes the urethane integrated clear. So that's the one step below the base coat, clear coat, which is one of the two upper packages that you can get. Why did I do that? Because I did that because basically this is an older car. I want it to be something more period correct. I like the one stage paint a little bit better. You can handle it a little bit better. You can wheel it. You can wax it, bring its life back. Yes, it does oxidize quicker, but it's I think a great solution to painting. Some other people, will say, oh, well, it's not as good as a base coat, clear coat. No, the only reason why they started doing base coat, clear coat is actually to help the environment out. It wasn't necessarily that much greater, better. Yes, you get some more depth with base coat, clear coat when you're dealing with metallic colors and things of that stuff with speckles and pearls and things in it. But this was just a solid color. I wanted a solid green, and I thought it was cool. Getting back to it. So, yes, we did the urethane plus integrated clear. Also did the urethane sealer first to help the paint to adhere to the body of the car. And then we did, I was charged for the color change. Now, to be perfectly honest, when I got the car there and I was looking at it light again, there was just a couple of spots that just weren't exactly right on the hood. It was one little high spot right in the area where we talked about, which I got it pretty good. And then there was just a little area over here on this fender, which I had worked on, which was just about perfect. They said they just touched it up. They did a little bit of work. For them to touch those two areas, it was $240, okay? I paid it because I wanted it to look good, and I did a reasonable job. I think that there were some areas around the hood that they could have touched and done a little better. But, so, with that, with the color, with the sealer, with the body work, with the one stage, guess what? During the wintertime at Mako, they have a half off sale, so they're half off on their paint. So the total of this paint job came to well under $1,000, $833. Okay, so yes, you're not going to get world-class showroom quality paint job. Mako is very, very much a economy paint shop, which they can do very good jobs with, but they are not a body shop. So I wouldn't say that, if you're looking for them to take your car to them and them to do this great body work on the vehicle, in my experience only, I don't think that is really going to happen. You're going to set yourself up for a bit of failure there. But as far as how the car comes out, it's pretty good. But I'm going to set this quote down, this final price down for a second here, and let me just show you kind of some of the things though that you come and say, come on, Mako. Now look, they lay the paint down very well, but just like there's just a couple things that I think you will get better at certain shops. Like number one, this area is so important to spray well. And you see down there, they didn't spray. So they sprayed my tire. You can see some right there on the tire, or maybe that's just a reflection. That's washing it out. But right down there, they didn't spray the car down at all. I sanded that area. It's protected. I'm going to create my own solution. I might call them, I may not, because what are they really going to do? But I'm going to kind of fix it myself just to make sure that nothing happens down there. Remember, this is my whole reconstruction area that I did myself. They didn't even touch that. It came out pretty good. But that, and then like in my back window, they kind of painted, as you can see kind of from right there with the green, they painted the actual back window, and there's just some other things that they don't take anything off the car, which, my bad. I was in a rush to get it in while I could get the sale, and I'll live with it. I'll live with it one way or another, and I'll pay somebody to fix it later, but I still saved a good bunch of money on it. So, I'm definitely going to enjoy this paint job for at least a couple of seasons, okay? At a certain point, during that time period, though, I got the interior to finish up. I got the wheels and the feet to do. I got to do the rims, tires. I'm going to do some deep dishes. And I'm going to actually throw I had some 2-inch extenders off the back before. I'm going to do the same thing all over again. And put some 17s on it. I'm not going to go crazy big because you sacrifice your ride quality when it goes crazy big, but I'm going to do some RWB stuff where I'm going to put some white lettering on it. I'm going to try to make it look great. This color does definitely stand out and is very loud. So, yeah, here's the thing. if it drives good for the next 2 good years and I can get 2 years out of this paint job, that's all I'm looking for. Because if the car proves itself in that way, then I'm going to dump a $3,000 or $4,000 paint job on it. But for now, this is good enough for me to go to some events, get with my Rally Kings buddies, as long as the car is reliable, drive it around, and yeah, and that's it. So again, I want to demonstrate something to you guys. When I went and did my last paint job myself on the car, I got, what is it, '09 Mercedes Atoll Blue with pearl spec in it. I paid $480 for the paint kit for everything, right? And we painted the car ourselves. It didn't turn out exactly great. That was $480, okay? Aside, if you take $240 out of the price, I got this car painted for under $500 by a professional. So yes, I'm going to be very clear with you. Mako is not going to be the best solution if you want the home run hit. If you don't want to put the work in yourself and do they're not going to be that home run guy. But they're going to be way better than you trying to paint the car yourself with a buddy, because you're going to spray and get junk in it. You're going to panic unless you've done this thing. Unless you're a painter and you've done it a few times. I look at YouTube guys that do it all day. I mean, they lay that sucker down and it's beautiful, but they've done it quite a few times, and they're not worried about it because they're saying, hey, this car is a race car, I don't care. I love the mentality, it's awesome, but I'm just giving you guys another option. I think this is definitely worth it. If you want to paint a car, definitely look for those sales, especially when it's cold outside and things like that, and it's something that will really work out for your benefit. If not, so it turned a, let's see here, just want to make sure my prices are right. It turned a $599 paint job by itself. That's not including the polyurethane, not polyurethane, excuse me. What am I saying, polyurethane? The urethane sealer or any of the other work. $600 paint job, and it turned into a $300 paint job by saving during the off season. So even if you don't do it in the off season, it's still $600. It's still just $300 more. That's it. Last, the door crams. I did not get the door crams painted, or the door jams, or whatever you want to call it. Why? Because it was $150 per side. And you're saying, JR, come on, guy, you're being super frugal, or what are you doing? You're being so cheap. Why not do it? Why not? I want to show you guys you can get your car painted by a professional and it'd be decent for under $1,000. That's why. And so what I'm going to do, though, is I'm not going to just leave it unpainted and ugly. I'm going to try a little trick. I'm going to buy some vinyl off of eBay, and I'm going to vinyl the door crams with the heat gun. I'm going to vinyl them. Actually, I'm probably going to do a carbon fiber look first. We'll see how it turns out. If it's horrible, I'll just go back and I'll plastic dip them green to match the interior. But we're going to have some fun with it. We're going to see where we go. So, yeah, here's the car. And, you know, the lines look pretty great and awesome. So, I want to tell you where we're at so far with our project as far as how much money has been spent. So, if you remember, this car was purchased back in January 21st of 2017 for $400 out of a storage area. It wasn't running. You can go back to my original videos to see what happened. There was so much work that was needed done. Okay? Since then, to get it up and running, to get it reliable, make it a daily driver, drive it further out to go get painted like 40 miles one way, no problem. To do all that, to get the car painted, do some cosmetic things, it has brought the total repairs, appearance, and mechanical to $2,030. So add that with the purchase price. To date, I've spent $2,430 on this car, not including taxes and titling. When I got the car, we're not going to go there. That's crazy. This is a real Porsche, albeit a very lime green Porsche, for $2,430 that I can drive, I can have fun with, I can take to track days, I can go do cars and coffee in the morning, and that can be you. So I just want to give you that update that, you know, even with everything done, there's more things coming. As I talked about, it's going to get a little bit more expensive when it comes to the rims and tires. We're going to bring the price up some. But at this point, I talked to you guys at first about, I just wanted to fix this car up. I didn't know if I was going to keep it, sell it, didn't know how much I was going to like it. I'm keeping it. That's why I painted it this color. Because I wanted to paint the color that was hard to sell. Why? Because even though this stuff is fun, it takes up time. And when it takes up time, you kind of bond with a car, you kind of learn to love it, and you want to keep it. And that's what I want to do.